How you doing, guys? Tomato sauce in here. Tonight I am going to go over a little Havoc Demon Hunter for Season 2 of Dragonflight. This video I'll focus on PvP, but I will definitely have a PvE guide for Mythic Plus. I think Jedith does a great job on the raid guides. He's kind of got that covered for us. And then I will also go into some Vengeance tanking guides this season because Vengeance looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think that's why I'm pivoting off of the Warrior DK main, because Havoc kind of, Havoc and Vengeance kind of have the total package. I'm not going to have as much time to play this season as I normally do. So I will be going a bit harder in Havoc Demon Hunter and Vengeance, right, for PvE. But today, let's talk about Havoc. And let's talk about it from a PvP perspective, right? So first, let's talk gearing. So gearing, again, you're going to go heavy mastery for PvP Havoc Demon Hunter. You have a heavy chaos damage theme to the build. So you're going to be doing a ton of damage with Throw Glaive, the dot that Throw Glaive leaves on the target, your Immolation aura, on your Throw Glaiven enemies. The hunt damage is going to be quite big, and that's coming out as chaos damage. And also something new for this season, until it gets nerfed, Rain from Above is actually incredible go. So I like to couple it with Glimpse into a Rain from Above, so that it's not only a great offensive go, but you're also taking 35% less damage the entire time you're in the air. I've been playing this exact setup into caster cleaves, around like 2300 CR/MMR. And it's been a good time. It's been a good time. So I don't think I'll have any issues unlocking Elite this season on Havoc Demon Hunter. I'll probably still do it on Warrior as well, because my bleed build with Skull Splitter full haste is very meta this season. But I think I will be alting the Warrior and just playing the Warrior in solo shuffle, whereas Havoc, I'd actually like to get into Mythic Plus more than I did last season, right? So more than just breaking 2.4, 2.5k, maybe hit 3k this season in Mythic Plus. Let's go over the talents. The talents really did not change outside of your I'm going to be playing Rain from Above in just about everything, and I'll show you why. Let me see if darn, I don't have a yeah. Oh no, here's some Runes of Lord Daron games. So you can see this game, right, was not a particularly long game. I was able to get a kill pretty quick here. You can see what Fell Lance is doing right now. It's actually kind of obscene. Hunting, basically doing the PvE opener with the hunt for like the Mythic Plus style of this build into Glimpse Fell Lance, as opposed to going big into like my Essence Break meta. And then when I come out of my Fell Lance, that's where I'm coming down and going into my like Essence Break, I-Beam, I-Beam, Essence Break, Death Sweep, meta, Death Sweep build, or, opener. So let's see this game, a bit of a longer game. You can see, right? Fell Lance damage is cracking, right? So getting 70k hits on Fell Lance. It's actually out DPSing all of my abilities, every game right now, and that's only getting 1 or 2 uses out of it. You can see this game, I was playing with a lock in this game, and Fell Lance just doing crazy damage. So the fact that you can get 70k Fell Lances out, I was able to get 20 hits of Fell Lance in this game, so it just was doing a staggering amount of damage. And you can couple that with Glimpse, so that when you go in the air, right, you have this wall the entire time you're in the air. So you're over here bombing massive damage, from the air, and you're able to have a 35% wall the entire time. Yeah, I can't speak highly enough about this talent. Maybe I don't take it into hunter teams, just to be able to like reverse traps. If it's survival hunter, I probably still take it, because any good survival hunter is going to play the version of trap that doesn't get reversed. I forget, it's called like ice trap or whatever, right? Crystal line trap. So yeah, so the talents didn't really change. I'm really enjoying just playing the same talents we played last season. The only real difference is Rain from Above. and it's a pretty good time. I only played my Havoc Demon Hunter at the very end of last season, but I've mained it pretty high in Mythic Plus throughout the years. Played Vengeance quite high in BFA. Yeah, and I think DH is overall in a pretty good place right now. It's not the best class in the game, but it's definitely not the worst class. And I think with Rain from Above becoming a heavy damage dealing talent now, the fact that you can give yourself an extra 35% wall for 7-8 seconds while you're bombing damage is nice every minute. It's going to be a great talent into melee cleaves because they're going to have to completely respect you going in the air. And if they decide to try to like swap you, you can pre-glimpse a stun into the air, and their whole thing has changed, right? You want to bait them out into the middle of an arena before you do that kind of stuff. And that'll put them in a bad spot. Now they're open to your fell lances, and they're all scattered mentally, right? So that's pretty much Havoc. Again, high mastery. Pretty simple way to build. I'm just going to build as much mastery as I possibly can, although haste is nice for fell lance as well to get more out. I'd rather get chunkier hits, and I like how mastery increases our movement speed baseline. That's Havoc. I think it's a pretty simple guide. I'll put the build in the comments. The only reason I'm not going over this row by row on this video is because it's basically the same talents as last season. You're just also playing Rain from Above. So yeah, that's how I'm doing it at least. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I will have this build in the description of the video. That's it, guys. That's Havoc Demon Hunter in PvP. Again, I'll have a Mythic Plus build, a Mythic Plus guide and a raid guide for Havoc Demon Hunter, unless I decide to just defer to Jedith because he's kind of got it all down. You can see we have quite a few builds to choose from this season. PvE, I really just like the basic momentum build, but in raid with Serrated Glaive, there's going to be some pretty cool stuff we can do. So I'll go over that in future videos. Hope you guys got what you needed out of this one for PvP. I guess we didn't talk gear, but embellishments. I think this is the most important one. Successfully applying a loss of control effect to an enemy, interrupting an enemy, or dispelling any target increases your primary stat for 510 by 510 rather for 10 seconds. May only occur every 30 seconds. You can line this up with I-Beam Goes pretty free, just leveraging consume magic. So be a little bit careful on what you interrupt because you definitely want to line up this embellishment with either a Fell Lance Go or like an Essence Break Go. So big extra damage here. Yeah, pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good night.